Hello and welcome to my channel. It's the Network Specialist. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you know each and every time I upload a video. Everything I will discuss is alleged and in my very own opinion, used for entertainment purposes only. So I am going to spin the block on this Cardi B and Stefan Diggs situation and the fact that Cardi B announced, and confirmed that she is pregnant by Stefan Diggs, and this will be her fourth baby. So I'm going to spin the block on this. So let me go ahead and remove this outlay. So the first thing I want to do, the title of this video, let me just stick it back up there, is Rich People Problems. Okay. So I just want to go ahead for those of you who might be a little confused about what that might be. I'm going to go ahead and just read the definition of rich people problems. So that way, just in case anybody is confused by that term. Okay. So the definition of rich people problems are dilemmas often viewed as trivial or minor from an outsider's perspective that are unique to those with significant financial resources, such as choosing which expensive yacht to buy or dealing with constant requests for money from acquaintances. They can also refer to more serious yet still wealth influenced issues, such as the mental health challenges of isolation, paranoia, and the distrust that arise from wealth, or the struggles to find genuine connections and a sense of purpose. Okay, so that is the definition of rich people's problems. So let me go ahead and remove that and turn my ticker back on to make sure you guys know that, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act in 1976, allowance is made for fair use. If you would like to support the channel, Cash App, the Network Specialist. So let me go ahead and move this so that we can just get into some things. So I'm not going to play any type of audio because I just don't want to play any audio. But I am going to share an article. And I also like to say that, since Cardi B made her announcements, there have been a lot of noise out here in these social media streets, talking about the fact that, Stefan Diggs have at least 3 to 4 baby mamas, and none of that has been confirmed. Okay. But let me just go ahead and share this article with you that pretty much sums a lot of things up. Give me 1 second, guys. So I'm not going to put it up on the screen. I'm just going to read it for you guys. And it says, who is Stefan Diggs? Get to know the NFL star expecting baby with Cardi B. It says Stefan Diggs is preparing to score a parental touchdown. After all, the New England Patriots wide receiver is expecting a new baby with girlfriend Cardi B just 4 months after the couple went public with their relationship at a New York Knicks game. The baby isn't the first for Stefan, who is also dad to an 8-year-old daughter, Nova, from a previous relationship, and the fourth for Cardi, who shares children, Culture, 7, Wave 4, Blossom, 12 months, and from estranged husband, Offset. And Cardi said, I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stefan Diggs. Cardi, 32, shared on CBS Mornings September 17th, adding that she's due ahead of her Little Miss tour in February. And she says, I've been putting in the work, but I'm doing all this work while I'm creating a baby. And the Up rapper added that she felt like she could handle a new album, a tour, and a new baby thanks to the support she gets from Stefan 31. And let me just check back over here at you guys. Okay. And Cardi B also went on to say, he just makes me feel safe and very confident, she gushed. And it makes you feel like you could take over the world. But who is Stefan Diggs? Born in Gaithersburg, Maryland, the 31-year-old grew up playing football and track. He accepted a scholarship to attend the University of Maryland in College Park and played on their football team from 2012 to 2014. After his junior year, Stefan made the decision to enter the 2015 NFL draft, where he was picked by the Minnesota Vikings. He played as a wide receiver with them until 2020 when he was traded to the Buffalo Bills. In 2024, he was traded to the Houston Texans before being traded again in 2025 to the New England Patriots. It says Stefan reportedly signed a 3-year, 63.5 million contract with the New England Patriots March of 2025. Who has Stefan Diggs dated? The NFL player is notoriously private when it comes to his romances. Now, stick a pin in that. It says that Stefan Diggs is notoriously private when it comes to his romances. His relationship with Cardi B, which the duo confirmed in May of 2025, is the most public he has been. The next question, does Stefan Diggs have children? Stefan is dad to daughter Nova, although he has not publicly shared who her mother is. His family has a close bond with the 8-year-old. She is particularly close to Stefan's mom, Stephanie Diggs, who often shares updates about her granddaughter, like a sweet message she posted for Nova's 8th birthday in October. Additionally, model Lord Giselle alleged in court in December of 2024 that she was pregnant with Stefan's child, later welcoming baby girl Charlie in April of 2025. According to The Sun, Stefan reportedly responded by saying that he would want joint legal and physical custody if his paternity is confirmed. E News has researched out to Stefan's rep, but comments, but hasn't heard back. So we just learned that, first of all, Stefan is very private about his dating life. He has not even announced the mother of his 8-year-old daughter, Nova. So for Stefan to go public with his relationship with Cardi, and to also be aware, because I'm sure that he was aware that she was going to make this announcement on the Gail King morning show, he had to agree with all of this. So my point is, even though there's a lot of chatter in the streets about him having multiple baby mamas, until that has been confirmed, all it is alleged allegations and speculations. And the reason why this is rich people problems is because this man signed a contract for $63.5 million. And we already know that Cardi B is rich as fuck. So why are we concerned that her potential baby daddy, might have multiple kids on the way? If I ever heard of rich people problems, that's exactly what this is, because both of these individuals can afford to have as many babies as they damn well please. Okay? Is it a good look? With the fact that Cardi is still married, maybe not. But hey, Mama Bees, thanks so much for being here. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Cece, thank you so much for being here. Hey, Alyssa, thank you so much for being here. Okay, I think I got everybody. So my point is, at the end of the day, when Cardi was still with her ex, okay, I don't even want to say his name because I'm just so disgusted with him. When Cardi was still with her ex, like we all wanted Cardi to leave that mother sucker alone. Like we were so over it. We were tired of being in the group chat. We just wanted Cardi to just be just as tired as we were being in the group chat. So that's what we all wanted. So now that she has moved on, like, what's the problem? Like, we were so over the relationship with Cardi and Offset, okay? Like, Offset has played in Cardi B's face so many times. And let me see what Cardi's sign is, because I'm almost sure Cardi is a Libra. Let me just go ahead and Google that right quick. What is Cardi B's sign? Uh, Give me a second, guys. Because at the end of the day, I'm not saying I'm going to go and have a baby to get back at a dude. Yes, she is definitely a Libra. But at the end of the day, like, it was time for Cardi to get some revenge on Offset. Like, this has been going on for far too long. And if it took Stephon Diggs to come up on the scene and help Cardi to get over Offset, then it is what it is. Cardi is happy. And I don't care what y'all say. Cardi is very good at marketing. Cardi has that it factor, okay? Cardi's gonna always be good. Cardi knows how to get a bag. That's why, Offset is probably somewhere crying now because he can no longer live off of Cardi B's money. He's just not that good at what he does, okay? He doesn't have that it factor. He needed Cardi. So the fact that this man could not figure out how to keep his peen in his pants when Cardi was predominantly paying all the bills, like, dude, you look better gone. And I'm that type of person. Like, I will do something drastic. If I feel like I'm having a hard time trying to just move away from the situation, I will do something drastic to make sure that this situation is a wrap. Like I would just up and do something at the drop of a hat, spontaneous, just to make sure that it's done. Like stick a fork in me, done. So I'm not mad at Cardi B. She said that, everybody was telling her to get out there in the streets, whatever the case may be. And she did. And she said her and Stephon had a little too much fun. It happens. Cardi is a real person. It happens to us normal, everyday people. Accidents happen. But the good thing about Cardi's situation is that she's rich AF. Her man is rich AF. So at the end of the day, they can afford to make mistakes. Okay. They can afford to send all of their kids to college. So at the end of the day, it's not necessarily a mistake, it's just a minor setback. These people are happy. And Mama B says, please like, subscribe, share the live to keep the channel in the algorithm. Please and thank you. So I'm not mad at the situation. I just hope that Offset gets the picture. Cardi B is pregnant by another man. He needs to move on. He needs to stop harassing her. He needs to be a father to his kids. And he just needs to move on because look at this picture. Cardi B is happy. She says that he makes her feel strong. He makes her feel like she can accomplish anything in the world. And at the end of the day, isn't that what you want your man to do? You want to feel safe. You want to feel like he got your back. You want him to lift you up when you're feeling down. That's what a man is supposed to do. Maybe if Offset would have done a little bit more of this, he would still be over there living off of Cardi B's money. But the fact that instead of supporting the breadwinner in the family, he was too busy out chasing hoes. That's why he's in the predicament that he's in. And that's why Cardi got that pregnancy glow, baby, because she is happy. She's not perfect. She never tried to pretend that she was perfect. As a matter of fact, that was one of the reasons why we liked her, because she never came out here trying to pretend that she was perfect. She just came out here to let us know that I'm Cardi B. This is what it is. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. Because she figured out a long time ago, people are going to love me and people are going to hate me. So why should I be over here pressed about what you people got to say about me? People who can't even afford to pay your own damn bills. And y'all worrying about who I'm sleeping with. At the end of the day, this lady works hard. Cardi B been working hard since she came on the scene. And I forget who it was. It was one of these rappers said that Cardi B made it feel like it was possible, that being successful in the rap industry for a woman is possible. Nicki Minaj made it seem like it was unachievable. Cardi B is so successful because she's relatable. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when it comes to women, I'm just gonna be team, I'm for the ladies, okay? Just like when it comes to Portia Williams, I don't give a damn about Simon being over there in his feelings because he feels like he got played by Portia. At the end of the day, men are playing women left and right. So that that's just one for the ladies, okay? That's just a win for the ladies, in my opinion. I could care less about any lady out here running game on a man. Okay. They've been doing it. Okay. These women just out here getting their lick back. And on top of that, Cardi B is the one winning. Because if we're just keeping it real, Stefan is the side dude in this situation. So at least she got her a rich side dude. So at the end of the day, in this whole situation, Cardi B is still winning. She got music coming out. She got all of her collabs, just everything she got going on. Cardi is on top of her game, okay? And she's doing things on her own terms. The fact that she didn't come out and confirm that she was pregnant and she waited to do it on Gayle King, bitch, that was a movement. That was a statement. That was for Rosie. That was a get back. She wanted to make her announcement big. She wanted her announcement to be heard. That's why she went on Gayle King. That's Oprah's friend. That's Oprah's bestie. So when Cardi does anything, she go big. Even when it comes to her fashion, her love for fashion, walking the runway, whatever the case may be, the red carpets. Can't nobody touch Cardi B. Let's just give her props. So I know we ain't around here pressed because Cardi B done got pregnant by a man that's getting paid $63.5 million. I know we ain't pressed about that. When there's women out here getting pregnant by deadbeat dads every day. At least one thing that we know with this last situation, he says that he wanted to share custody with his child. So you know what that says about Stefan Diggs? He's a good father. He might be a hoish ass man, but at the end of the day, if he makes a mistake and if he impregnates a woman, he's willing to take care of his responsibilities. That's more than I can say for Offset, who's so busy around here running behind all these females. And Alyssa said she would be divorced already if Offset would sign the papers. Exactly. And speaking of Cardi B's divorce, you're absolutely right. Cardi B is not divorced yet. She filed for the second time. So she gave this nigga a second chance in July of 2024, but the case remains ongoing while they have publicly separated and are focusing on their new lives. Let me repeat that. The couple is separated and both have moved on to other relationships. Okay. It would have been done, but Offset is over there too busy trying to get some of Cardi B's money. And me knowing Cardi B the way that I know Cardi B, she's going to be fair. Like, she's not really trying to leave this nigga broke. So when I say that Offset really fumbled the bag with Cardi B, that ninja really fumbled the bag because these other females that's out here, they want to be taken care of. And as soon as his money is not long enough to take care of them, they go out that ninja and they're going to talk about how broke his ass really is. So Cardi is the one that came out on top in this situation. And I'm happy for Cardi because, again, we got tired of watching Offset play in Cardi's face. She doesn't deserve this. Cardi was good to that man. Okay. She doesn't deserve this. But everybody gets tired sometime. And Cardi B was tired. And this is the end result of Cardi B being tired. Okay. When she did step outside, of Offset, baby, like Cardi B said, she had a little bit too much fun, and this is the result of that. So even if we think back to when she just was, going through her court case, you could tell, even though she was still hiding the pregnancy, you could tell that Cardi B was happy. She was in good spirits. She didn't even seem pressed at the fact that she was being sued for all of that money. Like, she already knew she had it in the bag because, again, this is rich people problems. People always trying to sue them, trying to ask them for money. Those are rich people problems. So she's used to those rich people problems. So Cardi is doing good, guys. At the end of the day, if you're gonna slip up and have a oops baby, let it be with somebody that makes $63.5 million that done signed a contract for 3 years for $63.5 million. That's the kind of oops baby you want to have. Because unlike some of these other gold diggers out here trying to get pregnant by a man with money, they both got money. They both got money. So that's the ideal situation. There's no room for error. Yes, he might be a dog, the relationship might not last, but guess what? As a single parent, Cardi B got this. Cardi B is a good mother, and one thing we know is she loves her kids. She always put her kids first when it comes to being a mother. I'm not talking about, what she shows and what she portrays out there, because you also got to remember Cardi B is a brand, and the way that she is what got her to where she is. So what we see is going to be different from what her kids see at home. And she comes from a Spanish household. So I know y'all not surprised that Cardi is on baby number 4. Cardi might be on baby number 8 before we know it. And guess what? I'm pretty sure she'll be able to pay for all 8 of those babies and be a good mother to all 8 of those babies. And if she, is too busy to be there for those babies, which I doubt, she can always afford nannies. She got a good, close family unit. So, hey, it is what it is. So I just wanted to come back on here and give Cardi B an entire segment. You know, I'm, you know, said congratulations to her on yesterday, but I wanted to give her an entire segment and just talk about the situation. Like, women have to realize when there's something to talk about and when there ain't nothing to talk about. And as far as these other stories that are floating around on YouTube and on these social media streets, I am aware of them all, but I just kind of choose not to talk about the really sad, depressing, negative stuff, especially all of these unalivings that we have been witnessing over the past couple of weeks. Like, it's really been a lot, and I just choose not to talk about it. But this, on the other hand, this is some good news. This is something positive. And again, Stefan, in his own way, he's down with Cardi B. I don't give a darn what y'all say. He's down with Cardi B to some degree, which is why she went on Gayle King to announce and to confirm that she's pregnant with her boyfriend's baby. Okay. There's always going to be chatter in the streets. For all we know, they could have an open relationship, they could have an understanding that they're able to see other people. Like, we don't know what these people talk about behind closed doors. Whatever they got going on, if it works for them, then it works for me. And it should work for everybody who's on the outside watching, the viewers. Because as far as we can see, they're good. And that's all that matters. If y'all need to maybe take some, lessons, if you're gonna be out here being a gold digger or, having oops babies, maybe you need to have a oops baby by somebody that you know can financially take care of your baby. And I'm saying this because I'm older, I'm mature. I done learned from my mistakes, and I wish I would have known then what I know now. And I wish there was somebody who could have ran the same information by me. I wish I had somebody that kept it real with me and just said what it was in a way that I can understand. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that's going to be it, guys, for this video. Congratulations to Cardi B and Stefan Diggs on their new baby that's coming. And what do y'all think it's going to be, a boy or a girl? So far, she got two girls and one boy. So I hope it's another boy just to balance things out. And let me also say this, guys. Just looking at a side by side of Stefan Diggs and Offset. When I tell you that those two men look alike, so maybe that was even strategic by Cardi B. Because when this baby come, that baby gonna look just like the rest of Cardi B kids, because those two baby daddies look very similar. The only thing that was noticeably different was their nose. Offset has a much wider nose. But those two men look so much alike. I would not be surprised unless Stefan got some strong genes. I wouldn't be surprised if all of Cardi B's kids still look alike. And on that note, I'm going to end this video. Guys, if you did not like the video on your way in, please like the video on your way out. And if you just happen to be catching the replay, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop down in the comments so that we can keep this conversation going. Thank you guys so much for watching, and bye for now.